Hello, Jim Howard here. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it's January 5th, 2011. I just made a video and I used my son. I've got a son, he's 34. I did a review on this. This is the Kodak, what is it? The Kodak on the front, I think. Well, I wrote it down. Kodak ZI-8, and I made a review of this. Did I hold that down? I did a review of this and a YouTube video. I borrowed it from him the other day, and I thought, well, I ought to make a video with it. I made a bit when I did the review. You know, part of the thing was showing some video from it. But I thought, you know, hey, it does 1080 video, and so I just did a video about Navy Captain Owen Honors and the situation on board the aircraft carrier where he was involved in some videos for the entertainment of the crew, and he's been relieved of his command, and so I made a video about that, and I may come back to that subject maybe. But I didn't like to. I just made the video. I just looked at. I only looked at part of it. Whoops! This is my cell phone. Never mind. Yeah, I did not like the video with this, so I guess I'll be giving it back to my son, telling him I'm not going to. But it'd be good if I went someplace. So maybe I'll hang on to it until he needs it. If I decide to go someplace, then it'd be great for making videos. But one, the audio was not good, and then two, you know, I had it mounted on a tripod, and I was only in part of the picture because I don't know what I'm seeing. Where here I have my video right on the screen, and I can see it. So, but. Well, let me cover and try to do it real fast. I wasn't going to comment about the situation with Navy Captain Owen Honors. I've got a friend that was a officer in the military. He was in the Air Force, however, and he served in the Vietnam operation, and he's into politics the way I am, and we agree about a lot of things, and we email back and forth. And he wanted to know what I thought about that when it first happened, and I told him I wasn't going to watch the videos because I knew they were going to be embarrassing, and I just wasn't going to watch the videos. I watched in the past a couple of times a documentary about I think it's the USS Reagan. I think that's our newest aircraft carrier, and they made a documentary. I saw it on, I think, C-SPAN, maybe the Discovery Channel. I'm not sure, but I was really impressed with the aircraft. You know, there's like 11 aircraft carriers in the United States Navy, and they're like floating cities. You know, and now we know they even have. Well, I knew then, but you know, they have their own television. They can not only show stuff, but they can create audio visual, and I was really impressed with the documentary and with the crew, all of the crew on that aircraft carrier, and the officers, and the professionalism and the camaraderie of, you know, all the people together and everything. And so when this came up, I thought, and two, you know, I mean, it's what an honor to serve in the military, an honor to serve on an aircraft carrier, and what an honor to be an officer, and what an honor to, at that time he was, well, at the time he made these videos, he was the second in command, but then he rose up to be, you know, the commanding officer of this floating city, powerful, you know, floating city, and so I really did want to see the videos, but and I told my friend I'm not even going to watch the videos. Well, I ended up watching some news, PBS News Hour, and they showed real short clips, and of course they censored everything out and everything. But man, and it was really inappropriate for him to do it, and so anyway, the Navy has really come down hard on him. They relieved him of his command, and the comments I read on like CNN's website and other places, they said that his career in the military is just about over. I guess he can stay on shore and work in the Pentagon and shuffle some papers around or whatever, but really feel sorry for the guy, but he was really stupid, unprofessional, and I have to agree with the Navy that, he should not be in command of a United States aircraft carrier, and I guess not even a United States ship. I do admire the military, and especially the Navy. I'm not sure so much about the rest of the military, but I know the Navy, and that's one thing. If you watch some of my videos, I get really upset when somebody does something and there's no consequences. Nobody comes down on them and they say, well, he didn't really break the law, or, I really think that I'm easygoing guy. Let people get away with, but when somebody does something wrong and then they get caught, I really think that, you should come down hard on them. That's one thing I admire about the Navy, especially. I mean, you hear all the time if a captain of some naval ship, if it bumps into the dock, or if it bumps into another ship, or if it goes aground or if something happens, man, they come down on the officers, on the commanding officer of the, and I sort of admire that, but I'd hate to be, I mean, I'd be, if I were in that position, it would not make me, I'd be, nothing better go wrong, I mean, it would just be, but I admire that about the Navy. I'm not sure if the military is that way across the boards, or if they let, I know with the Air Force and the tailhook scandal or whatever, there was a lot of stuff there, and I think they let those guys slide, but I think the problem was you've got these Air Force pilots that you spend tremendous amount of money getting them trained, certified, and all that kind of stuff, and they would have had to, and then of course, well, World War II, you have Pearl Harbor. I know they came down hard on the naval commanders at Pearl Harbor, probably unfairly, but the American people were, I'm sure in an uproar about that, leaving it. I think relieved them of their command, and that was basically the end of their military career. And here, a war was just starting, and they're told to kind of get lost. I'm not sure about the Army commander of if they came. I think they probably did on him too, because of the American people were upset. But then you have Patton, on a couple of different occasions, slapping servicemen in a hospital or whatever. I know they came down on him a little bit, but he still continued. It wasn't. They didn't send him back to the United States, and so I don't know. But so I admire the Navy for that. But I really feel sorry for Navy Captain Owen Honors, and I guess I should end this. I was going to throw some more subjects in. Let me just end this, and so this will be about that situation, and then maybe I'll make another video on some other stuff rather than make it really long. I really sympathize for those of you that watch my rambling here. So thanks very much for watching.